Good afternoon, classmates and Instructor Albright. My name is Rolf Benson, and today I would like to give you an introduction into the guitar. My qualifications, although I have not played professionally, I have been in a band when I was a teenager, so I have played for a very long time. Let's put it that way without giving away my age, which I don't care. I'm 55. There. Okay, so what you have to decide if you're considering picking up the guitar is what style do you want to play. There's two basic types of guitars. There's electric guitar, which I hold in my hand, and there is an acoustic guitar. That's the one that is made out of wood, and it's got the big hole in the middle to project sound. See that one on the right there? That is an acoustic guitar. Typically, they have nylon strings, which are easier on the fingers. The steel strings, they tend to hurt a little bit at first, but you'll get used to them. You're going to get calluses on the tips of your fingers. At first, it will be a little painful, but don't let that discourage you. You got to stick with it. If you really want to learn, if you really want it bad, you're going to get past that. Another thing is the finger strength. It kind of makes the muscles in your hand get a little sore until you get used to it. It's like anything else. If you work at it, you're going to strengthen your muscles and you're going to get faster and better as time progresses. It can be very difficult to teach yourself unless you're exceptionally gifted. So I would recommend that you take lessons. There are some excellent resources on the web that go through just about any song you want to learn, and they'll give you step-by-step finger placements and all that. So it's very, very helpful to anybody who really is on a budget. But professional lessons are the best way because it's an organized teaching process. They'll tell you just about everything you need to know and in the right order to get you progressing the fastest. So when we talk about a guitar, we have a standard tuning. Standard tuning for a six-string guitar is E, A, D, B, G, E. Now the largest or the thickest string is the sixth string. The smallest or the thinnest string is the first string. So that means that we've got E, which is the largest string, that's on top. The next string is A. The next string, which is the fourth string, is G. Back up, D. The third string is G. Sorry. The second string is B. And then the first string, we're back to E again. So the two extreme strings, that's the same note, that's E. As for the frets, they're numbered 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, all the way up to the 12th fret, which is marked with 2 dots. You can see that right there. It's got 2 dots. Got 9th, 7th, 5th, 3rd. When tuning the guitar, your subsequent or next string is going to be the same note as the 5th fret preceding it. The only exception to that is the 3rd string, which is the 4th fret of the string preceding it. So let me go through and show you. That's E, 5th fret, A, that's the same large string. A will be the same note as the next string, which is the 5th string, open. 5th string, or 5th fret, 6th string, open, 5th. And then we're going to go 5th fret, 5th string, That's going to be the same as open on your 4th string. And then your 5th fret 4th string will be the same as your open 3rd string. Your 4th fret on the 3rd string will be the same as the open 2nd string, and your 5th fret on the 2nd string will be the same as the 1st string open. So now we have a perfectly tuned guitar. Now we're going to go through and show you some chords. These are very basic, and you can become a rock star in very short order if you just learn these few simple chords. First of all, we're going to show you the E chord, which is, we're going to take these 2 fingers, we're going to go to 2nd fret on the 5th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string, and 1st fret on the 3rd string. The 6th and the 1st and 2nd are open. This is E. So again, we have 5th string 2nd, 4th string 2nd, 3rd string 1st fret. The others are open. That's E. So if we move up 1 fret, we're going to bar it. This is called a bar chord. We're going to put our whole finger across all the strings. We're going to do the same thing and move it all up 1 fret. So we're going to go 5th string, 3rd fret, 4th string 3rd, 3rd string 2nd. And all these here are barred. Okay, and we can go all the way up. And you can go all the way through all the chords. You can play whatever song you want, and it's not that difficult. Now there are some other tricks that you can learn along the way. The first of them being what we call a legato slide. We can go. Anytime you slide up and down and hold the pressure on the string, that's called legato. We also have the trill. It's where you hold 1 finger in place and you hammer on and off very quickly. That's a trill. That's very effective in many leads that you will hear these days. You also have what we call a bend. And we have the ghost bend, which means you bend the string first before you hit it. Basically, it's going to take some practice. It's not hard. Anything that is worth doing well. I guarantee if you're willing to put 20 minutes of practice into the guitar, you're going to be good in a few months. And if you devote even longer, you're going to be better faster. It depends how excited you are about it. I personally love the guitar. It's my hobby. I would love to play professionally. However, you have to be really good, and you have to you have to catch a very good break these days, because there's some really, really good guitar players out there, much better than I am. So, but if you're willing to put the time into it, look, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Depending on what music you like, I happen to like rock guitar. You might happen to like something different, but it is always going to be to your benefit to learn an instrument. It requires discipline. It requires practice. And I encourage all of you that are listening, if you can afford a guitar, great. If you can't, maybe take lessons and see how you like it before you go out and invest in one. But get a good one. Like I said, it's going to serve you much better if you get something high quality. This happens to be a Fender Stratocaster. It's a Eric Clapton signature model. Uh, the Stratocaster is preferred by many rock musicians throughout the past 4 to 5 decades. Some of the notable ones would be, of course, Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, you have David Gilmour, Jeff Beck. Those are all musicians that prefer the Fender Stratocaster. We also have a guitar that's very popular with rock musicians, and this is the Gibson Les Paul. The Les Paul has a very distinct tone. It is a maple body. It's a solid body. It has an ebony neck with inlaid abalone. It's just a sweet guitar. Something like this would be preferred by, say, Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin. He loves a Les Paul. You have Slash of Guns N' Roses. He just really loves the Les Paul. As far as tuning goes, again, you want to get something that is accurate, like the chromatic tuner. It's going to serve you well in making sure your guitar is tuned right. Sometimes our ears play little tricks on us. If you play for a really long time, you're going to get to the point where you're going to get used to the harmonics, and you'll be able to tune without one of these. But I prefer one of these even after all these years. So I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I know I did. And I hope to be able to teach somebody the guitar one day. I'd really like to sit down. I've tried with my grandson, but you know, his fingers get sore and he gives up easy. Maybe some of you won't give up so easy, but thank you for enjoying this presentation, and I hope it was as much as I did.